Life, life. It's funny how this word, life, seems so light, delicate, and ironically easy to comprehend. The paths we take, the projects that we make see the sweet light of the day, even those that might not. The people who go out of their way, trying to draw new alleys that lead to different destinations, only controlled by what we might call decisions, or even better, life decisions. Those that can make you the person who you've been trying your whole life not to become. Tell me, what do you see? A boy and the police. You might be thinking it's a bad person who made the terrible mistake of choosing the wrong path, or a criminal, or simply just a boy. Well, let me tell you, I once fell deeply in love with this man, and not seeing him for this long ached me. 6 years apart. 6 years and more for him to pay the price of his choices. Let me tell you the story of Pete.
Go 925 to Mike, it's a takeoff 1907.
Pete was leading an adventure that took him to the other side of the world, China, for the main reason of starting his journey of higher education, aiming to graduate with a bachelor's degree in software engineering. An adventure that would have ended up in applause, pride, and tears of joy, instead of disappointment, regret, remorse, and tears of sadness. He was like any other calm and ordinary stranger you'd meet on the street, a good boy who lived a normal life with the same old, clean routine. But what he didn't realize is that his whole life was about to change the day when Cedric came into his life again. On a normal day, when Pete was picking up some groceries in Walmart, this is when his story commences, and that exact unfortunate moment when Pete haphazardly bumped into Cedric there. They talked and talked, bringing back the old memories, but also made sure to stay in contact, not realizing what was about to come. Cedric and Pete attended the same junior school together, but the Cedric that Pete knew back in the days was no longer the same. New habits and consumptions, harmful ones, have made of him an unhealthy, underhand, crook and outlaw person. In these few seconds, Saturday night's call, Pete has been asked about his plans that night, and since he was not familiar with the partying and leisure sites, he shrieked and answered, "I have no plan." So Cedric invited him to join him and his friend, and in no time, Pete reached the location. First time to drink alcohol, first time to smoke a cigarette. Pete felt secure as he was trying new things with new friends. But with this joy, he didn't know the danger of first times. This is Audrey, and this is our house, where the boys were invited for a chill night with beer pong and other entertainment things. Things that haven't been mentioned to Pete yet. Audrey and Cedric are in the same major, same classes, and have the same habits. They both usually smoke and drink substances that are not necessarily legal, and their circle is only getting bigger over time by inviting people over their place, just like they did with Pete. More drinks and more smoking. But Audrey had other things in mind, things she foolishly believed were fun and entertaining. Let me introduce you to Big Mike, aka one of the biggest drug suppliers in the city. This is the person who usually provides Audrey and Cedric those substances. And knowing that this quite often happens, it would not really be hard to wonder the reason of his coming. And it's just like that, drinking became a habit, and not only that, but worse. Insecure of smoking an unknown substance, Pete refused to smoke it, but feeling embarrassed and wanting to fit in, he surrendered to his insecurity and started smoking. The question was it really worth it? This is me, Oyata, trying to reach Pete. I tried and tried, but no answer. He was surprised to wake up the next morning in Audrey's house, alone, not remembering anything of what happened the previous night. With great terror, he wanted to call Cedric, but didn't find his cell phone. And then just dropped it and decided to head to university, as if nothing ever happened, but it only got worse. Those few days made of him a person who can be easily convinced to do anything and everything. As now, when he made the terrible mistake of becoming Cedric's dealing partner. Pete never considered stopping this, even if everyone, including Dan, a classmate of his, strongly advised him to stop seeing Cedric because of his bad influence on him, and pointed out that these days he became a different person with bad habits, trying to mingle with the cool group, but Pete didn't take Dan's advice. With that in mind, he continued selling drugs and consuming them, with a fast life to the extent that he became addicted to them. His finances could not quench his urge for the drugs, so he started getting loans and selling more of them. The consequences of his acts started to submerge since then. The first thing he lost was our relationship. Even his clients turned against him. With a blink of an eye, Pete saw his future flash before his eyes, regretting the decisions he made. But most of all, he regretted the shame he put on his parents. Life is a sequence of events, choices. Some we regret, some we're proud of, but others that will haunt us forever. Because the consequences can take you higher than drugs. Their use can indeed kill the pain, but also the joy, the hope, the body, and life. The decision of saying yes to drugs can change your whole life. Just like Pete, who got arrested after Cedric's arrestation, who denounced him as being his accomplice in drug selling and use, and also all the others who were related to drugs, among them Audrey, the clients. Pete was found positive for a number of drug substances, therefore was going to be deported back to his country, but only after several years in jail. He was left with nothing but regret, crashed dreams, a broken heart, and disappointed parents. 4 good years flushed down the drain, with no degree, and returning home with nothing. All he attained was regret. The message is, we choose what to be. Saying no is always an option. Say no to drugs.
Bad company corrupts good morals. Say no to drugs.
Soyez sage. Les mauvaises compagnies corrompent les bonnes mœurs. Dites non à la drogue.
Bijaklah, bergaul dengan orang yang buruk dapat merusak moral yang baik. Katakan tidak pada narkoba.
Kuwa na busara. Kampuni mbaya huharibu maadili mema. Sema hapana kwa madawa ya kulevya.
صداقات سيئة تفسد الأخلاق الحميدة. قولوا لا للمخدرات.